The potential to achieve food, water and income security through irrigation remains untapped across the African continent. Irrigation increases crop yields and even double if the irrigation system is efficient.
We are looking at ways of using efficient systems to reach basically the small farm so that they can produce efficiently, they can produce competitively so as to benefit from the world market. We also realize that production has been hampered by profits have been hampered by losses, mainly post-harvest or natural causes. So we needed to adopt protected agriculture, where the farmer is assured of getting a crop at the end of the season.
Greenhouses and therefore drip irrigation is one of the efficient methods recommended by the National Irrigation Board. They play a key role in conserving water, increasing crop yields, resulting to a source of income for smallholder farmers in rural Africa and therefore Kenya, creating a triple win towards more sustainable development.
Tumepata manufaa mengi kwa vile vitu tunazopanda kwa greenhouse, tukiuza tunapata mapato. Members tunangawana, vingine tunaweka kwa account yetu, tuko na account na tunaona tunaendelea vizuri.
The demand for greenhouses has risen significantly, with many people looking to start greenhouse farming in Kenya. More and more people are investing into this business with the hope of making good returns from it.
Groups, most of them did very well. So now it also attracted now the other people. Kambani, which has been a deficit region, they were seeing that things are happening, and people are able also to produce even vegetables for the local market. And I think people became interested. There was a lot of demand from everybody.
This demand led to the National Irrigation Board's National Greenhouse Program. Greenhouse farming is a technology focusing on agriculture where there is a limited water resource and in controlled environments. The project targets organized groups and learning institutions all over the country.
Tulikubali maneno ya greenhouse, ndio watu walitumwa hapa, wakakuja tukawaonyesha mahali mbili, wakachagua hii area, ndio waliona hapa ni karibu na barabara na kukinyesha siku mbaya sana, na ndio tukakuja tukajengewa greenhouse, tukaambiwa kila kitu itakuwa supplied, tukatengeneza. Kile kitu tulitoa ni kuweka maji, connection ya maji na manua. Hiyo ingine yote imekuwa sponsored by the donors. Na tangu tupande hii mbegu, in fact hii greenhouse imepatia watu morale hii area. Watu wanakuwa hapa kila siku wakija kuona hii greenhouse. Since we started having this greenhouse, najua kuna wamama waine wako na uwezo na kuona hii greenhouse wameweka sawa.
The project targets organized groups and learning institutions all over the country.
We targeted primary schools, secondary schools that have water, because water is a requirement. And schools, they did very well.
When the engineer came on site, what he needed to know was whether we had water, a constant supply of water, and we are glad that in our area we get water from a dam nearby that is called Muwani Dam, which is constantly pumped into our school. So they were happy about it, and they told us that now they will come on site and tell us what to do. So they sent us the Green Earth technicians who came and told us that we needed to do something so that we could be given the rest of the materials for the greenhouse. So what was required was we get labor and some ballast and sand and cement so that we could flatten the area and then we start off.
The importances of the greenhouse are: one, the greenhouse may provide finance to the school whereby the money got from the greenhouse, whereby whatever it's been grown. For example, tomatoes, like the previous time, only tomatoes were grown in the greenhouse. Then the moment they were sold, they may provide money which may be used to buy whatever is needed in the school. It creates also awareness to students, or maybe middle after their school, they may start their own project at their places with their friends who they are with them at home.
As NIB, we provide the greenhouse structure complete with the drip lines, crop support, first seedlings, and training, which includes the inputs.
Wakati unatoa suckers, ni vyema kuhakikisha ya kuwa mkono yako iko safi, kwa vile ukitoa suckers na mkono iko chafu, pengine uende mikono yako iko na some dirt, so hiyo inaweza ikapatia nyanya yako ugonjwa.
Where water is not directly available, provision of a pump, piping, and other necessary accessories is also provided within the package.
Come to the implementation of the project, we involve all the farmers. We involve the contractor. Most of the farmers who we are involving have never done irrigation before. So let alone the traditional irrigation where we use furrows, here we are using drip, and first they are not used to the crops, they are not using to irrigation, so there is a training component where we train the farmers on how to use the drip, the operation and the maintenance. And then we also involve the agriculture staff to do the training on the agronomic aspects, and also assist in marketing where possible. Coming down to how we have been operationalizing the project, as I had said before, we started with the Kite project, 27 greenhouses. Then we had the first phase of now greenhouse at national level, which covered, or which aimed at targeted 300 greenhouses spread all over the country, 100 acres of quarter acre open drip, and 200 acres of 1 acre drip. Then after that, now we are on the third phase, which is targeting 200 greenhouses.
Most of our ASAL areas that have benefited from this program have a challenge with water for irrigation. An example are these groups in Makueni County.
Tunashukuru sana kwa vile kabla mjatuletea hizi vitu, huu mradi tulikuwa na shida, lakini sasa tunajivunia kwa vile hata kila mmoja hapa anasomesha kupitia hizi mavuno.
Sasa wakati huu mimea hii ambayo tunapanda sasa, nyanya kwa mfano, nyanya na sukuma, watu wanatoka mbali kutoka Kibwezi, wengine kutoka Kambu, wengine kutoka Machinery, wanakuja hapa na magari yao kununua nyanya ambazo wanaenda kuuza. Hizi pesa tuna watoto tunaelimisha, kuna mandawa tunanunua, hata tunaweka katika bank, tuna account, tulifungua account zetu tukijua ya kwamba kwa sababu walienda hawa walitusaidia, tukijua ya kwamba hii hema inaweza chukuliwa na hewa wakati wowote, na tukaona ni lazima tuwe na kinandu ama nini account mahali fulani, ili chochote kikitokea tuende kununua.
Their idea was started as a demonstration so that the community could learn about the technology and adapt the same in their own farm.
Kile tutavuna tutaona ni kiasi gani, tutakawa tuweke tuingize kwa ngurubu, na ile napakia si tutaangalia ule mdhaifu. Kuna watu hawana nguvu sana kwa kinyumbani, tutampatia tumpike njeki. Kiwa ni mtoto anaenda form 1 au anapita anaelekea university, hiyo tutamsaidia.
What is the criteria of getting a greenhouse?
The criteria, you just don't get any group. We assess them. They must be registered. We must be able to see that they are. We normally have our staff, they go down to see, is this group existing? And this group, how is it? Because there are groups who will not be able to assist. There are groups who will receive technology like you. We tell you the greenhouse is also fit for your region, but you can buy, we can link you to the market. So we vet them under category. If we have, for example, 20 requests, we vet all of them. We look at the most suitable and we start with those ones. Of course, we look at the most vulnerable, but vulnerability to some extent. The most vulnerable may also not sustain it. So we look at those details. But the key thing is we encourage them to have a kitty, so that as we move out, they're able now to buy their own seeds and continue. But we always go and support them. We go back and look at the ones that have not picked up, and we support them, because that's the way to go.
To enhance involvement of the community, the groups issued with the greenhouses are required to provide labor for the required land preparation, 60 wheelbarrows of manure, 10 wheelbarrows of sand, 10 wheelbarrows of ballast, and 6 bags of cement. This was a form of cost sharing to enhance ownership of the project. Advantages of growing plants in a greenhouse is that it takes a shorter period, 2 months, for greenhouse-produced tomatoes to mature, while it takes a minimum of 3 months for those grown outdoors. Due to controlled irrigation temperatures, the plant sports a continuous output of flowers and fruits, all at different stages. Joyful Women Organization is a Kenyan registered non-governmental organization formed to empower Kenyan women economically and enhance household food security. They have benefited from this program's National Greenhouse Program. Proceeds from these greenhouses has benefited disadvantaged groups like these ones in Kawangware.
We got a greenhouse from Joyful Women, where we have planted onions, kales, and spinach.
Please pass the bread. It's the one that takes full responsibility of feeding us. Because most children, the meals they have here, they take 10 o'clock porridge and lunch. So most of them who go back to the community, the meals they have here, it's the only meal they have for a day. So we really thank Please Pass the Bread, because they give us a balanced diet. There are days when our children take meat, there are days when they take beans, and there are other days when they take vegetables. And then they also take porridge, and their porridge they also supply with sugar.
Apart from greenhouses, we have also provided open drip systems to some farmers.
Kama ni mvua kama ya mwezi wa 4 kama hii tulikuwa tunatarajia, ilikuja just 3 days alafu ikaisha, ikanyesha nyingi na ikaenda. Lakini kutokana na huo ukame, chenye kinatusaidia sana ni ukulima kama huu sasa. Na ingawaje maji nimesema ni ya kizima ni kidogo, tunaona inatusaidia sana, sababu other times tukipanda hata kama ni sukuma, tunapanda mahindi kando kando. Hiyo mahindi tunaweza uza, other times tunakula. Kwa hivyo inatusaidia.
Drip irrigation allows you an efficient watering by supplying water where it is needed, at the very roots of the plants. As a result, water is not wasted and weed seed germination is inhibited. When plants get deep, consistent watering, they thrive, and it promotes growth and disease resistance in the plants. Once a drip irrigation is installed, you will use less water to irrigate. If you are on a well, you will notice a drastic drop in your pumping costs. This becomes very profitable in areas that have challenges of irrigation water.
Nimefanikiwa kupata hizi drips inisukume kwa ajili ya ukulima, na ninaona ikinisaidia sana, kwa sababu ile maji nilikuwa nikitumia hapo zamani, nilikuwa nikitumia maji nyingi kwa sababu nilikuwa nikiweka tu kwa mitaru, lakini wakati nilipata hizi drips zilinisaidia sana kwa sababu nilikuwa nikitumia maji kidogo.
As NIB, we operate our business in a manner that accounts for social and environmental impact. How do we do this?
Operates within different localities, and we understand the importance of going outside our normal mandate and supporting those localities with things that are going to help them or better their lifestyles. Now, most institutions do this through what we call corporate social responsibility, and this is one of the components that falls under the communication department. Of course, we work with other departments like engineering, agriculture, and finance to ensure that localities within our projects benefit in one way or the other through what we do. We chose Machakos Prison, and we've given them several greenhouses. And the main aim is not only to help the prison boost its kitty, but to help these prisoners appreciate that farming is an economic activity and they can venture into farming and become successful.
Kutoka nje, kama ningeweza kuwa na mtu anaweza nisimamia nipate greenhouse, inaweza nifaidi sana. Naweza kupanda spinach, sukuma, hata nilikuwa nimeipata season ya nyanya. Niliziona zikiwa vizuri, zilikuwa kubwa vizuri. Inaweza nifaidi, naweza uza, naweza pata pesa, inisaidia kulea watoto, na inisaidia kwa mambo mingi.
How we have had a difference since we got the greenhouse, because it is providing revenue for the prison, and apart from that, we are also training the inmates, of which are our main clients, and it's helping them because as they train, most of them, they have come to the prison without any knowledge of farming, but with farming they have come here, we have trained them, and we believe that after they leave this place, if they go outside there, they can use the training that they have got here and to change their lives outside there.
Another beneficiary is the Kitui School for the Deaf.
We were given a greenhouse from National Irrigation Board, and we started planting vegetables. We have planted sukuma wiki and spinach, and the crops are almost ready, and we hope we will get something from the sales. At the same time, our learners will be able to supplement their nutrition. We would like to thank the National Irrigation Board very much because of giving us the greenhouse. We have benefited a lot from it. Apart from the sales and the meals, we also take our children for learning, and they have learned a lot on how to grow and take care of crops. And I believe when they go to their homes, they will be able to practice the same.
The greenhouse has a lot of benefits. We have grown different things, and in the future we are going to grow a lot of things, and we are going to get money from the greenhouse, and that money will help us in the school activities. And we know the deaf children are happy because they are going to be eating from the greenhouse, the tomatoes we get there, and the spinach the same.
Where do we go from here?
Our feeling is that in the future, we should be able to reach basically all the institutions. We want the students to appreciate that you can make money. We want the educated lot like we people to go to farming. Farming in Kenya has been left to the poor. You can't do greenhouse when you're poor. You have to be educated. It's a technical field. When you go to countries like even India, go to Israel, agriculture is for the educated, and they're able to make details. They're able to look at everything, and research is also serious. So we think this is the way to go.
AIC.
Watch more agricultural documentaries at www.youtube.com/AIRC video unit. Find us on www.nib.or.ke, on Twitter or Facebook.